obviously we're talking about a like with FGC being the Sun Lake Division Two, we're talking about East Florida Titans Division One. Definitely a little bit difference in classes here, but like they did compete. They were competitive in game one, and we did see they were competitive when we saw them last year when they came to Florida Gateway. So we'll see how this game today goes.
And of course, they first faced off this year. Eastern Florida was hosting on January 30th. Our Timberwolves lost both games. First game was 4-5. Second game was 0-15. Now the last game the Timberwolves played was right here at home. They took on the Mangoes and they won both games. So Timberwolves coming into this are now 2-2. They did miss their game on the 7th. That was canceled. So they've had a little bit longer of the rest. Whereas the Titans have just been grinding and grinding. I mean, these girls right now are 7-1. Last played Florida State College at Jacksonville in a doubleheader on the 7th. Went 1-1 in that doubleheader. Undefeated at home at 6-0.
How good they are today, but obviously, we talked about the game with the Mangoes. Both of those, they were comfort behind wins and walk-off wins at that. So we did get to see a little bit of playing under pressure, which is something that FGC is going to have to do plenty of today.
And starting on the mound for us is number 20, Layla Arnold. She's pitched 6.2 innings for us so far. Has an ERA of 11.55, a whip of 3.30. Given up 5 walks and has 1 strikeout so far.
And we're looking to see what's got a bit of a delay here.
Starting on the starting batter for the Titans is number 10, Aracelis Jimenez. She has a batting average of 762.
Yeah, that's a pretty high batting average even for early in the season.
Yeah. Of course, that's over 8 games. Has scored 19 runs, has 16 hits, no home runs as of yet. RBI of 8. Has an on-base percentage of 8.28. Right now we're sitting at ball 1, strike 1.
For context, the highest end of season batting average that I've seen in the teams I've been around was 667.
All right, there's a pitch and from Arnold, and that's going to be ball 2, strike 1.
And of course, that average was over the course of 13 games.
We'll see what Layla can do here. That was a little to the right. I think it's going to be ball 3. Yeah, it is ball 3. And that's going to be
a strike to make it a full count.
All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jimenez and risk of being the first out here in the top of the first.
Yeah, it seems the infield's playing up. They're probably expecting this to be,
and that's going to be a walk. So Jimenez on base. Now up to bat, number 0, Isabel Otero.
Looks like a pair of zeros.
Yeah. Now, Isabel Otero in game 1 against the Wolves, she scored 1 run, had 2 hits. Let's see what she can do here in game 1 of the day, game 3 in the series. Oh, almost went for a bunt there. Jimenez perhaps thinking about stealing second.
Looked like they were trying to set up a bit of a sacrifice bunt there.
Arnold with the pitch, and there's the bunt. Jimenez going for second, and let's see, Jimenez, I believe, is safe on second, but that's going to be our first out there. Sack bunt, courtesy of Isabel Otero to advance Jimenez.
Yeah, it looked like the base runner on second overran a little bit, had to dive back to avoid a double play.
Now up, number 23, Avery Velasquez. Avery Velasquez batting a .500 average right now. Scored 9 runs so far this season. Has an on-base percentage of .633. Those are some intimidating numbers. Up high, heading to center field, and
that is over the fence.
Over. That's going to be a home run for Avery Velasquez.
That is definitely not the result that FGC wanted to start the game with.
Definitely not. So Titans now on top of the first, already up by 2. Up to bat now, number 21, Jessica Merck. Jessica Merck in game 1 back in Melbourne early a few weeks ago. She scored run, got 1 hit. Has an RBI of 3 in that game. It's going to be ball 2. Only 1 out so far, no strikes for Merck at this point in time. Layla taking a moment. Arnold with the pitch, and that's ball 3. Almost went right at her head.
Yeah, that was very close. Now, if you've ever been to Melbourne, you would know about the fact that they're known for their rocky beaches and space shuttles.
Haven't watched the space shuttle launch yet, unless you count Star Wars. And that's going to be strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, only 1 out. Titans already up by 2. Layla with the pitch, and that's going to be
a walk there.
Second walk of the inning. Up now, number 5, Madison Velasquez. Madison Velasquez in game 1 back in Melbourne earlier this month. Didn't score any runs, but did get 1 hit. With the pitch. Right there to left center field, and up and over, and that is the 2nd home run of this inning.
Both by Velasquez.
Titans now up by 4-0. Having a meeting on the mound here. And you know what's going through a head here of a pitcher? Your first inning, you've already had to suffer 2 home runs.
I mean, it's not even the 2 home runs to me. It's the fact that it's a 4-0 deficit, especially with 1 out. Like, especially like when you look at like how game 2 went with East Florida and how it got lopsided. You don't want a repeat of that.
Number 13, Annalyn Duncan now up to bat. Batting average .304. Scored 8 runs so far this season, has 7 hits. Has an on-base percentage of .370. So 2 balls, no strikes, still only 1 out. There's a pitch from Layla Arnold, and that's going to be
ball 3.
Ball 3. It's going to be strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, still only 1 out. Pitch again, and that's going to be over there to left field.
Looks like it's going to foul, thankfully.
Yeah, a little bit of grace there, landing foul. And one thing you can hand it to the Titans at this point in time, these girls know how to knock it out.
Yeah, they've made the contact they have made has been devastating, especially to the scoreboard.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, still only 1 out. Arnold with the pitch, and that's going to be another walk. So Duncan makes it on to first.
And it looks like Karras is going to go in there to talk with the team.
All right, and while they're talking, we just want to remind viewers that the FGC Timberwolves will be on the road for the next few days. Thursday, they'll be at South Georgia State College. Thursday the 12th. Tuesday the 17th, they'll be on the road against Daytona State College. And Friday the 20th, they'll be back here at home as we take on State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota.
And that will be our conference opener as well.
Yeah, that will be our first conference game of the season.
We had the chance to see them last year in what was their first year with the softball program. So this will be year 2 of going up against the Manatees.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay, so the meeting on the mound is over at this point in time. And, just former coach yourself, what do you think Karras was telling to Layla there?
I mean, ideally, you want to try to just get her to settle down a bit because, when you look at the score right now, you really can't afford to go behind any further than you already are, especially this early.
There's a pitch, and that's going to be ball 1. Right now at the bat is Carissa Howell, number 24. All right, so 2 balls, no outs. Or 2 outs, 2 balls, no strikes, only 1 out.
Oh, there is a second out.
Oh, there is a second out. Okay.
Yeah, the runner on first took a little bit too quick of a head start and jumped off the bag before the ball was released.
All right, so 2 balls, 2 outs. Duncan being the second out. Carissa Howell now at bat. Up high there to left center field, and
it's gone.
And it is gone. 3rd home run of the inning.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for Arnold so far, as there will be a pitching change here in the top of the first inning. Looks like Bardroff is coming in to try to get out of this inning.
So 2 outs. Yeah, if Kinsey Bardroff hasn't been on the mound a lot so far this season, so still not quite clear what she's capable of this time. But now is a big opportunity as you're down by 5 in the first inning.
I mean, so far this game's been kind of reminiscent of what we saw with us against St. John's last year.
Yes, and of course, somewhat reminiscent of Game 2 and the doubleheader they had back in January. Wolves went, as we were talking about earlier, Wolves went 0-15. They certainly don't want to repeat here in home field. Currently, Wolves undefeated here in home field. Those 2 wins over the Mangoes. Up to bat now for the Titans is number 77, Jalen Whipple. Batting average, .438. Scored 5 runs, has 7 hits, including 3 home runs.
I don't know.
So Bardroff really getting thrown into the fire here. Bardroff with the pitch. It's going to be ball 1. All right, so ball 1, strike 1, 2 outs. Bardroff here with a chance to get her first strikeout, or to strike out her first hitter here in the season.
And
to left field, down in the dirt. Number 77, safe on first. Good single there from Jalen Whipple.
That was actually their first hit of the game that didn't go over the fence.
Now up to bat number 14, Emma George. George batting average .273, has an on-base percentage of .333. On with the pitch, and that's going to be popped up and caught there on third base, and that's going to bring it mercifully to an end here at top of the first. So very productive first inning for the Titans. 3 home runs, 5 runs in total.
Yeah. And what I was just pointing out was like the fact that that last single was actually the first hit they had that wasn't a home run, but that was 4 hits, 3 of them for homers.
It was very intimidating numbers as the Wolves now are going to be coming up to bat here in just a moment. And let's take a quick look at the team's batting statistics. You know, after four games, FGC has a batting average of .273. They've had 27 hits, 16 runs, have an on-base percentage of .371. Now you take a look at Eastern Florida's team averages. Batting average of .404, on-base percentage of .508. This is after 8 games, have an RBI of 73. So those are intimidating stats no matter who you're up against.
Yeah, they added 5 to that count in the first inning today.
Yes, of course, that's not. Of course, those statistics not counting what just happened there at top of the first. And on the mound now for the Titans, we have number 41, Isabel Rosales. Number 4, Isabel Rosales. So far, she's pitched 18 innings for the Titans, has an ERA of 1.50, a whip of 1.35. So far, has scored 7 strikeouts. Batting for us now is number 1, Milena Kennard. Now, Kennard had a very good game 1 against the Mangoes here a few days ago, if you'll remember, Hunter.
Yeah, like she definitely stood out in that game.
Yeah, she was actually voted player of the game there in game 1 against the Mangoes. Got on, had 4 plate appearances, got on base 3 of those 4 times, and scored 3 runs. See what she can do against Rosales, though. That's going to be ball 3.
She almost got a free base there.
All right. Rosales with the pitch, and that's going to be strike 1.
And that's going to be a walk there.
All right.
And with that walk, that's going to bring Haley Law up as the second batter of this inning for the Timberwolves.
Going to see what she can do against Rosales. So, Wolves trailing by 5. Of course, Haley Law, number 19.
With Kennard on their first base, got to watch for the steal. And
Kennard going to try to go for the steal, and it's ball's knocked out of bounds. So Kennard going back to first.
Probably would have gotten there if it didn't go foul.
You know, Haley Law has an on-base percentage of .375, so she knows. So she does know how to get on base. 2 strikes so far, no outs. Have 1 runner on first. Wolves going to try to do what they can to close the gap between them and the Titans. Rosales with the pitch, and that was a little low. And Kennard going to try to steal second. And she is safe.
I mean, we got a bit of that speed that we saw last game, too, in the steal of home.
Yes, of course, Kennard stole second in the first game against the Mangoes, and she also stole home against the first game of the Mangoes. Very quick on her feet. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, still no outs here. Rosales with the pitch, and that's heading to left field, and nope, caught by the third baseman, so that's going to be our first out.
That's going to bring Haley Marker up to the plate, and we've got a taste of her power before, and FGC can definitely use it right now.
And you talk about that power. It was in the 4th inning of game 1 against the Mangoes. She hit that beautiful home run. Now you can almost start calling her Haley Remarkable. Number 14 has a lot of power. You talk about intimidating batting averages. Has a batting average of .778 right now on base percentage of .786. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kennard still on second. Down into the ground. Marker going to try to make it to first, but no. Kennard is safe, but Marker is out. Now batting for the Wolves, number 8, Karis Richardson. Karis with a batting average right now of .385. Sauce there with the pitch, and that's going to be ball 1. 2 outs. Kennard still on second.
Now Richardson did get an RBI double during Game 1 of the Mangoes.
Yes, first inning of Game 1 against the Mangoes did get a double, as well as we were talking about, as well as an RBI. We'll see if she can maybe repeat that here. No strikes yet for Richardson. There's a pitch, and that's going to be strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wolves trailing 0-5 here at bottom of the first. Knocked right into foul territory, but that's going to do it nonetheless. So first inning is over, and Titans lead 5-0.
Definitely not the ideal start.
And all right, and as we head into top of the second, as a reminder, everyone, that the Wolves will be on the road for the next few games. Thursday the 12th, they're going to be at South Georgia State College. Tuesday the 17th, they'll be at Daytona State College, and then Friday the 20th, they will be back here at Gene Williams Field as we take on State College of Florida in our first conference game of the season.
Yeah, and we were talking about that matchup with the Manatees earlier. Last season, they went a clean sweep of 5-0 against the Manatees during the season.
We'll see if they can repeat that Friday on the 20th. And we're back to the top of the lineup here with number 10, Aracelis Jimenez. Kenzie Bardroff on the mound now, replacing Leah Arnold. There's the pitch, and that's going to be strike 1. Where do you think Kenzie's head is right now? I mean, she's trailing by 5. This is, she's really kind of been thrown into the fire here with a lineup with these type of batting averages. Oh, ground ball missed by Kenzie, thrown by the shortstop to first, and Jimenez is out.
I think what that play shows you don't have to be perfect to get the out.
Isabel Otero now up to bat. Did that sacrifice bunt first inning there to advance Jimenez. It's going to be strike 1. I think Wolves now, here in top of the second, are starting to kind of finally find their rhythm here against the Titans.
I mean, it feels like it, but obviously they haven't gotten to the meat of the batting order yet.
Heading into left field and not caught.
And that's
Otero going to go from first to second, going to try to make it around to third. A brutal triple there from Otero.
And that brings Velasquez back out there, who got their run started with a 2-run homer back in the first.
Velasquez with a lot of power here. Perhaps a chance to repeat that, what we saw in the first. Bardroff taking a moment. The pitch and a little to the right. So, yeah, that's going to be ball 1.
Smartly, it seems like they're not going to be pitching that down the middle, not risking her sending another one over the fence.
Right into foul territory. There to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bardroff with the pitch, and that's going to be ball 2. A little low there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Wolves still trailing by 5. Otero still on third. Ball 3.
Definitely feels like a tight strike zone so far.
And that's going to be Bardroff's first walk of the game. Now up number 21, Jessica Merrick.
Definitely a dangerous spot to be because you have another home run hitter on deck with 1 out and 2 runners already on.
And Madison Velasquez knocked it out of the park as well. That's going to be strike 1. Strike 2. Bardroff here to get not only her first strikeout of the game, but her first strikeout ever. Certainly couldn't come at a better time.
Like she was trying to get her to chase that outside pitch a bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, still only 1 out. Runners on the corners. Pitch, oh.
And that's going to the sand dunes.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes, only 1 out. And that's going to be ball 2. Ball 3. Bardroff in dangerous territory here. That walk will get the bases loaded. This pitch, and
that'll load the bases for another power hitter.
Talking about, of course, Madison Velasquez already got 1 home run, RBI of 2. And, you know, this has got to be intimidating for Bardroff. You're staring down someone who already got a home run, and the bases are loaded behind you. Pitch. It's going to be ball 1. It's going to be ball 2. Strike 1. Ball 3. So ball 3, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded. Not ideal, Hunter. Bardroff with the pitch and knocked
That's
there.
going to go foul.
Knocked to the left there, right into foul territory.
Full count, so that sets up a situation where you can get a strikeout or a potentially bases loaded walk.
Oof. Line drive there, right to left into foul territory. You're just seeing the power of Velasquez on display.
We saw it on display at her first at bat too.
Already scored 1 home run. Pitch and another fouled it again.
The longer an at-bat goes with a power hitter like this, the more dangerous it is for the pitcher.
And, you know, as I talked about, you know, the entire batting lineup here of the Titans has intimidating numbers. Velasquez, we talked about 435, on-base percentage of 533, and that's going to be a walk. And Otero comes on home.
That makes it 6-0 for the Titans. That's going to bring Duncan to the plate.
Duncan got on base with a walk, but got caught trying to steal second in the first inning. Line drive right there to the left, missed by our third baseman.
Definitely a lucky break that went foul, because that would have been at least 2 runs coming in.
It's going to be ball 1. Bardroff with the pitch again, and that's going to be So one strike, two. That's going to be strike two. Nope. Correction here. Ball one. It's only one strike. It's only one out.
That's going to be a foul ball that lands in the batting cages.
That's going to be counted as strike two. Bardruff taking a moment now.
That will go foul on the right side this time. You can already see the runner at third and second base are ready to head home.
See what Annalyn Duncan can do. Here's a pitch, and right there to center field, down into the dirt. And that is 1-2 more runs scored for the Titans.
And that's going to bring Howell to the plate.
Carissa Howell already knocked out, already has one home run. Let's see if she can repeat herself. Oh, that's going to be ball one. Wolves trailing 8-0.
And it looks like
safe. No,
no,
out.
they're going to call that a double play.
A double play and 2 outs.
Heck of a play by Law to get them out of this inning.
One heck of a play, and certainly what the Wolves needed to try to stop the bleeding here as we head into bottom of the second. Stepping up the bat here for us momentarily is going to be number 32, Charlie Woolard. Charlie Woolard was at bat in game 1 against the Titans. Wasn't able to get on base in game 1. We'll see what she can do here in game 1 of this doubleheader and game 3 in the series. Number 4, Isabel Rosales still pitching for the Titans here as we head into the bottom of the second. Rosales with the pitch, and that's going to be ball one. Now in game 1 against the Mangoes, Charlie was able to get on base when she got a walk. Ball 2 now. That's going to be strike one. Wolves so far scoreless here. Strike two. Two balls, two strikes. Ooh, a lot of power, but it headed into foul territory there on the left side of the field. Two balls, two strikes. I know that's
Looks like they're
going to be
call that
Rosales.
a strike looking, but that one, like, I don't know, it felt like it was a bit outside.
Rosales scoring her first strikeout of the game. Now Kate DeAlba up to bat. Caught by the third baseman, thrown to first, and with that 5-3, DeAlba is our second out.
That's going to bring Santiago to the plate.
Wolves still scoreless here. So far, only Kennard's been able to make it on base in this game. Strike one. Two outs. Strike two. Ball one. And that's going to do it. Santiago striking out, and so we head to top of the third. Wolves still trailing by 8.
I think it would be considered a backwards K.
All right, we're about to get underway here. Top of the third.
We were wondering what we were going to see with this matchup. If it was going to be more like the first or the second game they played. So far, it's been mostly like the second.
Number 77, Jalen Whipple, now up to bat. Scored a single last in the first inning. Going to see what she can do here in the third.
Swing and a miss to start it out.
It's going to be strike one. Pitch from Bardroff. A little to the right. Yeah, it's going to be ball one. Caught by the third baseman, thrown to the first, and she is out. So Jalen Whipple is our first out here, top of the third. Now up 14, Emma George. Was a third out in the first inning. Ball one. Up high in the air. Caught by our second baseman, so that's going to be our second out.
And that takes us back to the top of the lineup for the Titans.
Yeah. Back, as you said, back to top of the lineup. Jimenez getting a walk in the first inning, scored a run in the first inning. Was the first out in the second inning off a 6-3. But 2 outs in a row here for the Wolves, so certainly a much better third inning here than in the first and second. Strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No runners on. The pitch and down to the dirt. Missed by the second baseman. And Jimenez with a single there to be able to get on base. Excuse me, scored as an error there, going to get on base. Otero now up to bat. Down into the ground, dropped. Jimenez going to make it on second. And
looks like that was second error in the row. This time by the first base Woolard.
Avery Velasquez now up to bat. Avery Velasquez, who already hit 1 home run. Scored a run in the second as well. Ball 2.
I'm surprised she held off on that one.
It'll be ball 3. 3 balls. 2 outs, but no strikes yet for Velasquez. High up into the air to right field, and caught, though.
Oh, wait.
No.
A drop there is going to bring 2 in.
Velasquez making it all the way to second. Jessica Merck now up to bat. Up the right field.
And that's going to land in the grass, and looks like it's going to bring in another.
Yeah. Madison Velasquez now up to bat. Going to try to steal second. Safe and sound on second. So 2 balls, 2 outs. Wolves down 0-11 here. Strike 1. Heading into left field, down into the dirt.
And that's going to bring another run in.
Merck scoring the run there. Now up to bat, Annalyn Duncan. Pitch from Bardroff to the left, but into foul territory. Oof, right down into the ground. That pitch went for Bardroff, so we have ball 1, strike 1, 2 outs. Velasquez on first. Ball 2. Strike 2. Ball 3. Velasquez almost in danger there of getting out.
That's going to bring us to a full count here.
Down into the ground, caught by the third baseman, thrown to first. And that's going to be our final out of this inning here at top of the third. We'll be heading to the bottom of the third now.
At one point, there was an opportunity to get out of that inning with no real damage, and it just spiraled from there.
Yeah, Wolves so far only been able to get one runner on base, that being Milana Kennard off a walk, although she was able to steal second. Batting now for the soon to be batting now for the Wolves will be Reagan Delarue, number 33.
Yeah, we will see the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in this inning.
Reagan Delarue so far hasn't made a lot of plate appearances for the Wolves, but does have an on-base percentage of .250 based on the few that she's had. Going to see what she can do here against Isabel Rosales. It's going to be ball 1. Right there to left field, down to the dirt. Number 33 going to get safe on first.
And that's going to be the first hit of the game for FGC.
Delarue making it safely onto first. Now number 2, Rachel Smith up to bat.
We saw that during game 2 against the Mangoes, she was able to get a triple.
Let's see if she can make history repeat itself. Ball 1, strike 1 so far. Delarue on first.
She really wanted that one.
Wolves desperately need to try to close this gap here at bottom of the third. Trailing 0-12. Oh, Delarue almost out, but she is safe.
Yeah, they were pretty close on that pickoff attempt. That's going to land.
Left field, down into the dirt. Number 33 making it to second. And Rachel Smith safe on first. So
One thing also to point out with Delrue and Smith out there is you have speed on those bases.
Two singles in a row for the Wolves. 2 runners on base. Back to the top of the lineup with Alana Kennard.
Where the ball landed was always the same spot on both hits.
That's only ball 1. No outs so far. Wolves starting to show some life here. No, strike 1.
But yeah, on both of those hits, they were able to attack the gap between shortstop and left field.
Do you think they're starting to figure out Rosales here a little bit at bottom of the 3rd?
At the very least, they're figuring out where to hit the ball.
Oof. Right on the ceiling of the Wolves' dugout.
Now, does that look like a metal dugout on the roof?
Can't quite make out the construction from here, but what I can make out is Ross with the ball and down into the ground. Caught by the second, thrown to. And let's see here. That's going to be 1 out.
And it looks, yeah, Kennard was able to beat the throw out to first. So she'll advance on a fielder's choice there. So that's going to leave runners on the corners with Law up to bat. Interesting here. Looks like they are subbing one of the umpires out. I didn't even realize that we had more than 2 umpires at this game.
Is that our first run of the game?
Nope.
No. Number 33 is out.
Yeah, they were trying to bait the throw to second, which Kennard was able to reach second. Unfortunately, the second part of that did not go very well.
All right, so 2 strikes, 2 outs. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
If anything, it also kind of like, it looked like the shortstop was already planted for the throw back to home. So they, seen at East Florida, knew that trick play was coming.
Right into foul territory. Good hit there from Haley Law, though, nonetheless.
A lot of the swings today have gone to left field. And a strikeout looking there will unfortunately leave a runner stranded and send us to the 4th inning, still trailing 12-0.
All right, and we are top of the fourth. Wolves still scoreless here. Titans up by 12. Batting now for the Titans going to be Carissa Howell. Howell, who got that home run in the first inning. It's going to be strike one. Ball one now. Ball two. High into left field, and that's going to go right in the foul territory, though.
Thankfully, too, because that thing was way over the fence.
Just the power of Carissa Howell.
Yeah, it made it all the way to that tree over there. That's
Down
going to
into
hit
the
gap.
ground. Howell going to make it to first. Running around, going to try to make it to second.
Standing double there started off in the top of the fourth.
Now to bat, Jalen Whipple.
And it looks like FGC is making a substitute in Coda Bryant coming in at catcher.
Strike one. Whipple was able to get a single there in the first inning. That was the first out in the third. Down into the ground. Howell making it a third. Not going to try to go for home. Now Emma up to bat. Emma so far not been able to get on base yet, but Titans do have runners on the corners now.
Looks like high ball one there.
It is going to be ball one. Ball
Strike
one,
inside there.
Yeah, ball one, strike one. Going to be strike two.
Almost the same exact place as the last strike.
Ball one, strike one. Or ball one, strike two here. Down into the ground, caught by the shortstop, thrown to second.
I'm trying to think. Was there any outs before that play? Because the only out they did was the second one. They didn't
All
go,
right,
made the
down
throw to
into the
first.
ground, caught by the shortstop, thrown to second.
But yeah, just for some clarification, one runner for the Titans did cross home plate on a fielder's choice, so it is 13-0 Titans.
Yeah. Otero now at bat. Jimenez on first. There's a pitch again, and down to the ground, caught by the third, thrown to first, and that's going to be our final out.
hitting marker will get us started here in the bottom of the fourth at the plate for the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves still scoreless, still. Counting the other innings, that was the best top of the inning for us there, with the Titans only able to score 1 run. Pitch, and that was going to be strike 1 with that pitch. Ball 1. Isabel Rosales already with several strikes so far this game. High up into the air there to left field. And caught.
Yeah, that's going to be scored as a fly out to left.
Up now, number 8, Karis Richardson. It's going to be ball 1. So Hunterino, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Foul territory there to the right.
Yeah, the bottom of the third, we saw what looked to be a little bit of flashes of them finally getting some of the offense going, and then it was shut. The door was shut very quickly.
Very quickly indeed. Richardson sitting at 2 strikes. We already have 1 out. It's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, nearly mishitting her there too.
Rosales with the pitch and up high, right down there to center field. Richardson making it onto base. Charlie Woolard now up to bat.
Line drives like those are the hardest to defend.
Richardson making it on base for the first time in this game. Charlie Woolard got struck out looking there in bottom of the second. Gonna be strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Richardson is on first, though, with that single. Right up and behind us, right over the press box.
With that foul ball, it is a good point to remind everyone that we are not that FGC is not responsible for any foul ball damage. You park at your own risk.
Every time where these balls going, popped up high,
and right to the shortstop.
Caught by the shortstop.
And that's going to bring Coda Bryant to the plate for the first time today.
Yeah, Coda Bryant, number 13. Batting average of 250. On base percentage of 250. There's a pitch from Rosales, and that's going to be strike one. Not almost wondering if that was a bunt there, Hunter. No.
It kind of looked like she was trying. She kind of was. She was trying to like she was trying to check swing, but
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Only one runner on first, and
that is a ball that looked more like a bowling ball as it just rolled to the home plate.
yeah, Rich Rosales was there. It was very ready to throw to first there.
That's going to land on outside the foul ball, along the fence line.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And that's going to do it.
That's going to take us to the wait.
Wait, hold on. We thought that was a strikeout.
It looks like this is going to be called I'm guessing an illegal pitch.
Now, for those at home who might not be too familiar, fill us in on what would define an illegal pitch, Hunter.
Usually, the most common cause of an illegal pitch is when they try to replant on the foot after lifting. Isn't that the same thing?
All right, so Coda Bryant still with a chance here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Right up there to right field and caught.
That will end the 4th inning.
All right, and we are heading in top of the 5th here. All right, top of the 5th here. 23, Avery Velasquez back up to bat. Velasquez has had one heck of a game so far here today. Hit a home run in the 1st, scored a run in the 2nd, and scored a run in the 3rd.
Obviously, the first inning fireworks is still got to be on their mind.
Pitch and bar draw. That was a little too far to the right. So, yeah, that's going to be ball 3.
It seems they're content to walk her to prevent any chances of her sending it over the fence a second time.
I think you spelled it out beautifully there, Hunter. Velasquez with her second walk of the game. #21, Jessica Merck.
And it looks like they're going to be having a base runner coming in. Looks like number 2.
It's number 2, Brooklyn Scott. Subbing in for Velasquez.
Yes, sophomore from St. Cloud. You know what else is close to St. Cloud?
What?
Disney World.
Disney World, a great place to visit. Those of us listening here on the live stream that aren't from Florida, y'all come on down and visit Disney World. They have great elephant ears there.
You can get elephant ears at the Olustee Festival, too.
You can also get them at Publix. Nothing but sugary and caramel goodness. Real good if you pour some vanilla ice cream over the top. All right, Brooklyn Scott there still on first. Merck here trying to make something happen, and boy, has she made stuff happen all game, though. Has scored 3 runs.
Called strike there to make it a 3-1 count.
3 balls, one strike. No outs as of yet. Line drive right in foul territory.
And just like that, it's a full count.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a pitch, and down onto the ground right there to center field. Number 21 moving past first, heading to second, and number 2 making it to third. A beautiful double there for Jessica Merck. Now up to bat, Madison Velasquez, who very much like Avery Velasquez is one heck of a power hitter. Both girls have scored home runs this game.
Yeah, they're a pair of 2-run homers in the first inning definitely set the tone for the Titans today.
Pitch and bar draw.
That's going to land foul over here and hits the visiting dugout roof.
All right, so two strikes so far, but no outs. Merck on second, and Scott is on third. There's pitch, and Oh, caught by second, thrown to first. It's going to be our first out.
And a run will come in on that one.
Yeah, Brooklyn Scott able to score the run. Duncan now at bat. Right there to center field, down into the dirt. And so Merck's going to score a run.
And that's going to be ruled an RBI double. Bit of deja vu, as this was the score of Game 2 as well.
Yeah, we are at 0-15. That was the final score of Game 2 in the doubleheader on January 30th between the Wolves and the Titans. Titans looking to continue to extend their lead, though. Now at bat number 24, Carissa Howell. Howell's had a pretty good game as well. Got a home run in the first inning. Scored a run in the fourth and got a double in the fourth as well. Ball 2, 1 out. Up high to left field, and it could be up, and it is gone.
That's going to be the fourth homer of the day for the Titans. And I believe that was the second of the game for Howard. Correction, Howe, not Howard.
All right, seeing what Bardroff might be able to do here. There's a pitch. I should mention we have a sub. We have a sub now here. That sub being Avery Helms, who hasn't seen a lot of action so far this season for the Titans. Bring her in to try to get her a little bit of experience, I'd imagine.
Yeah, freshman from Port Orange. That's down there near Daytona, if I'm correct, if my geography serves me correctly.
Bardroff pitch and popped up high and caught by number 13. So that's going to be our second out.
Haley Law will be credited there for the putout.
Number George now at bat. So 1 strike, no balls, 2 outs though. His pitch and a little too much to the right, so that's probably going to be ball 1. Two ball. No,
2 balls, 2
balls.
strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Down to the ground and caught there by Charlie Willard on first, so
that'll take us to the bottom of the 5th. As we get started here at the bottom of the 5th, we get started with some Enter Sandman.
Enter Sandman, the big hit by Metallica from 1991. Raleigh Turner now subbing in. Up right there to center field and caught though.
And it looks like a substitute coming in, Felicity Roberts coming in for FGC.
That's going to be our second out. Felicity Roberts there, subbed him, not able to get on base.
And another sub here, McKenna Cripps, freshman from Callahan, Florida. Callahan is the home of the West Nassau Warriors.
Up high to left field, but no, not
dropped.
caught. Number 25 able to make it all the way to second.
That'll likely be scored as an error, but regardless, that's going to get her to second base.
Now, all right, back to the top of the lineup here with number 1, Melina Kennard. Down right there on the ground. Kennard going for first.
And that's going to bring in one.
And Cripps able to make it home. Wolves scoring their first run here in bottom of the 5th.
At the very least, that will prevent a shutout. I get the impression that the main reason that ended up being that she was able to get there was they rushed the throw a bit.
Law now back up to bat. Haley Law got struck out there in bottom of the 3rd. Also when Kennard was on. Kennard there going to try to steal second. Able to steal second, but Haley Law out.
And that will be the final for game 1 as the Titans take this 17-1. And that will put them up to 3-0 in the series against FGC this season. We'll be back for game 2 later on.
Game 2 coming up later. A big thank you to our sponsors, O'Neill Companies. We'll see you in just a little bit, folks. Oh, Haley, thank you for coming up here and helping us out. Reese, thank you for coming up here and helping us out.
I was like, what?
I was wondering who he was talking to.
You see how fried my brain is?
You're good.
Let me know if it's
No, no problem.
It's like a few
It's
lines.
not even really working for me. I'm even watching a softball game. So. I wish I was playing, but you know.
Do you kind of wish that this program had been up a little bit sooner so you could just spend 2 years here?
No, I had a good experience with the team I went to play for in Virginia. Very good team. Would it be the Sox offense? But my coach passed away from brain cancer. Yeah. So that was part of the reason why I came back home. And you know, your scholarship's not guaranteed with the next coach. And I was playing golf up there too, and I was away from home, and you know, they're a good team, very good team.
What division did they play in?
They were in the SAC Division II. Good players. So when we came down here for our spring break, and we played Embry-Riddle. We played, what's the Panthers? What are the names?
Florida Tech?
Yes, I think so.
That's the one down in Melbourne, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played Florida Tech. We played Daytona. We played some other D2 as well. Anyway, so that was what we did for our spring break. But you know, I went. They only played head games for the first few days of the spring break, and then most of the girls.
check, make sure that's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back with game 2 here. Number 10 gentleman is going to start us off here, batting. And on the mound, we have number 18, Riley Walker, pitching for us here in game 2 of this doubleheader, game 4 in the series.
Ideally, we want to see a much better result than game 3 went.
Yeah, Wolves only able to score 1 run in that first game. Riley with the pitch again, and that's going to be strike. It's going to be strike 1, ball 1. Pitch again. Oh, missed by the shortstop. And number 10 making it safe and sound to first base.
Yeah, pretty hard to defend that, especially with the location of where that ball landed.
Isabel Otero out to bat. First inning of the first game there, she gave a bunt, a sacrifice bunt, to move Jimenez on up. Don't know if that's going to be the strategy here in game 2, Hunter. It's going to be ball 2.
I'd assume the strategy would be try not to let the game get out of hand again, especially early.
Oh, there on the ground. No, not caught by the second, and Jimenez able to move on up to second. And Otero safe on first. Number third in the lineup, number 23, Avery Velasquez. This time in the first game, hit a home run. Let's see if that power's still with her here in game 2 of this doubleheader, game 4 in the series. Pitch, and so strike 1, ball 2, strike 1. You know, Hunter, earlier we were talking about when you have a strong hitter. Oh, line drive right there. Caught and caught.
Double play there.
Beautiful double play there.
Good play, Turner.
2 outs in a row there for the Wolves. Now up to bat, number 21, Mert. Swing and a miss there. Good strike 1. High there to center left field and caught by the shortstop. And that is going to do it.
And that will actually be the first time today that FGC will make it out of an inning without giving up a run.
You know, a much better start here to the second game of this doubleheader. You know, as we're talking about game 4 in the series. Yes, definitely much better. just give fans who might just be tuning in here to the live stream. So in game one here in this doubleheader, Titans got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs
off
the
of
first inning.
Yeah, 3 of all those runs coming off home runs on 3 total. Because you had both pair of Velasquez hitting 2-run homers, and then Howell had a solo homer, and that was in game 1, first inning, and it just kind of spiraled from there.
Now for this game, game 2, we have a different pitcher on the mound for the Titans. This pitcher is Hannah Davis.
Yeah, freshman from Ocala.
Hannah Davis so far has pitched 12 innings for the Titans, ERA of 4.42 and whip of 216. That's 2.16. That's across 8 games. 9 games if you count today's first game. Cardinard now at bat. Milana Kennard was actually able to get on bat, or was able to get on base at all 3 of her plate appearances last game. Ball 1, strike 1. There's the pitch, and that's probably going to be strike 2.
Both strikes are called on inside pitches. Fouls it off there, protects the plate a bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs yet. See what Kennard can get going here in the second game.
And that one is fouled into the shed. Oh.
Strikeout there. Up now our right fielder for this game, Karis Richardson, was able to get on base 1 time last game. And strike 2.
Back-to-back strikes looking.
Now Haley Marker up at bat. Marker wasn't able to get on base in the first game. Ground ball right there to center field. Marker going to be able to get on base this time. And now Kate Del Alba up to bat. Kate Alba going to be our first baseman for this second game. Now, Hunter, we know that Del Alba has some power. She can knock a home run out of that park if given the chance.
Yeah, in fact, she had a walk-off with the game 1 of last week's game against the Mangoes.
You just saw a little bit of display of the power she has there. Didn't quite go in the right direction.
Yeah, that one appear to be ready to take out someone's car.
And that's going to be ball one. So 1 ball and 1 strike for Del Alba, 2 outs. Marker is on first. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. The pitch. Oh. Just knocked it away there to foul in the left area. So 2 strikes. Like we're talking about, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wolves still doing a lot better here, though, than in the first game.
Looking at the angle of that release, I got to think that she would have been hit by the pitch if she didn't swing.
Keep working.
Speaking of, that ball almost went into the dugout.
Ennis Davis so far having a pretty good showing for herself. 2 strikeouts in a row. There's pitch, and it's going to be ball 2. Right there to center field, and caught those.
Good contact on it, it went right to the center fielder.
All right, so we head into top of the second, scoreless so far. So even though the Wolves, weren't able to get a run there in the first, we're able to prevent the Titans from getting any runs in the first as well.
The longer the game goes that you have it this tight, the more doubt that it'll be on the Titans, especially after they won so decisively in game 2 and 3 of the series.
And of course, we want to remind everybody watching us here on the live stream, Wolves are going to be on the road Thursday the 12th as they take on South Georgia State College. Then on Tuesday the 17th, they're still on the road as they take on Daytona State College. They'll be back here at Gene Williams Field on Friday the 20th in our first conference game of the season as we take on State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota.
Yeah, that'll be the Friday single game and a doubleheader on Saturday.
In Velasquez now, up to bat.
Hey, good spot.
Now Madison Velasquez, she hit a home run in game 1 in the first inning. She was able to get on base 3 out of 4 plate appearances. Well, one of those plate appearances was a home run, but still. Very dangerous batter to be staring down.
And with 3 balls, I got to imagine they're considering walking her in this stage.
But Riley Walker does have some experience here against the Titans. She played 6 innings. She pitched 6 innings in game 1 over in Melbourne back in February. So I imagine she's got some sense of these hitters at this point. Grounded there, caught by first. No, not caught by first, and Velasquez making it safe onto first.
Yeah, that's going to be an error on the attempt to field there, and that's going to get Velasquez to first. Definitely a dangerous spot because you have Howe on the on-deck circle. She hit 2 home runs in game 3.
Duncan also dangerous in her own right, as we saw there back in game 1. She scored 1 run last game, but got on base 3 out of 4 plate appearances. Two balls so far for Duncan. Velasquez still on first.
Looks like a short intermission there called by the pitcher.
Walker with pitch and up high to the left into the foul territory.
That just added one small dent into the batting gauges.
There's a few there. Ball 3. Walker in danger of giving her first walk here at top of the second. Strike 2. Ground ball there to left field, thrown by the shortstop to second, and looks like Velasquez is going to be safe.
Yeah, they tried to take out the lead runner there, but it just took too long to get to her.
Howell up to bat. Walker with the pitch there and swing and a miss there from number 24. It's going to be strike 2. No outs so far here at top of the second. And that is going to be a strikeout for Riley Walker.
That's definitely got to be a boost of confidence to get a strikeout of one of their best hitters.
Yes, that certainly has to give her some confidence. Number 77, Whipple up now to bat. It's going to be strike 1. Walker really starting to find a rhythm here.
I mean, we saw in the doubleheader last week that she did not give up a run in either game that when she came in. It's actually what earned her Player of the Game honors for the second game of that doubleheader with the Mangoes.
A second doubleheader going into 8 innings. Oof, that almost could have been a hit by pitch there. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Duncan on first, Velasquez on second. It'll be ball 3. Could be looking at a walk here, in which case bases would be loaded.
We'll win it right here.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball there to left field. And it looks like Velasquez is going to make it home. Duncan now on second, Whipple on first. And a new name here, Yoakum. At bat for East 4, that's Brianna Yoakum.
Freshman from DeLand, Florida.
On base percentage of .364.
Interesting stat about DeLand, Florida. Spec Martin Stadium in DeLand, Florida was actually used as the filming location for The Waterboy.
It's a very funny movie from the late 90s. Came out in 1988, starring Adam Sandler. Any of those needing to kill a few hours in the afternoon, we'd highly recommend it here at the press box. Watch The Waterboy, and that's going to be strike.
Called strike.
Ball 2. So ball 2, 1 strike, 1 out.
2 balls, 1 strike.
It's going to be ball 3.
Ain't nobody better right here, kid.
Ground ball to left field, caught by third, thrown to first. And that's going to be our second out. But both Duncan and Whipple able to advance. Jimenez now back up to bat. Walk with the pitch, and that's going to be ball 1. Ground ball there, caught by second, thrown to first, and that's going to be our third out.
Overall, much better start to this game. Only giving up 1 run through 2 innings.
All right, we head into bottom of the second. And bottom of the second in the first game, Wolves weren't even able to get on base at all. So we're going to see if they can do a little bit better here in bottom of the second here in our second game, game 4 of the series. Number 12, Riley Turner is going to be up to bat. Riley Turner heading into this doubleheader had a batting average of 200. She's been able to score 1 run. Has an on-base percentage of 200 as well. Pitch from Davis there. That was going to be strike one. Connected with it, but went right into foul territory.
That'll put her behind 0-2 in the count to start off the bottom of the second.
It'll be ball one.
Yeah, that one hit the dirt pretty early.
Right there into the concrete. That ball went.
Yeah, it almost rolled onto the road.
There's a pitch from Davis, and
That one's coming high, and it's going to stay in. Pop up there to the catcher for out number one.
Now number 6, Alexis Garman up to bat. Strike one. Haven't seen Alexis Garman on the plate a lot this season so far. Hasn't quite yet established any stats. Two strikes for Gorman so far.
We talk about coming a long way to be here, and she comes from Orchard Park, New York.
A little bit of a commute. All right, Gorman has 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oof, that's going to be a strikeout. Haley Law now up to bat. Law wasn't able to get on base in the first game. See if she can do a little bit better here. Some ball 2. Ground ball there, caught by third baseman, thrown to first, and it doesn't make it, so that's going to do it here for bottom of the second. Still, Wolves only trailing by 1 here.
Yeah, it's definitely a manageable deficit compared to what we were seeing at the state of game 1 today. But yeah, we were talking earlier about how far that Garmin came from coming from Orchard Park. She's one of only 2 players on this roster that isn't from the Sunshine State.
Double O Otero here gonna now up to bat. Got a single there in the first inning. Ground ball there to right center field, and Double O gonna make it safe and sound to first. Now back to Avery Velasquez. It's going to be ball 1. Ground ball right there to center field. Double O going to make it to second. Going to go to third. Velasquez making it on to first. Otero now on third. Or 21 Merck now up the bat. No, ground ball there to right field, and Otero going to make it home.
I keep rolling here.
And that's going to bring Madison Velasquez up there to the plate for the Titans.
Velasquez scored a run in the second. Got the first off an error. Pitch from Walker. It's going to be ball 2. Still here top of the third. Wolves only trailing 0-2, so still very much a manageable deficit. Right there to left field. Number 26 going to make it to first. 23 advancing to third. Bases are now loaded. Merck on second.
Yeah, no outs too.
Annalyn Duncan. Now at bat. Oh, it's going to be ball 1. Ball 2. No, strike 2. Walker able to find the zone. Ground ball there, caught by the shortstop, thrown to home, but missed. And that's going to be 2 runs scored for the Titans.
Looks like discussion being done with the umpires right now.
Uh-oh. Whatever they're discussing looks like it's not going to have any effect on the field. Ball 1 for Howell.
It looked like a potential discussion of interference, but I'm guessing they waved it off. However, most importantly, with no outs on the board, you have 2 runners on and you have Howell at the plate, who, despite striking out in her last at-bat, was very devastating in Game 1 today with 2 home runs.
It's going to be ball 2. 1 strike so far. No outs as of yet.
Ball 3 there on what looks like he called an outside pitch.
Oh, right there into the dirt. And Velasquez is going to score another run.
Yeah, she'll score on the fielder's choice there as FGC elected to take the runner at second.
Number 77, Whipple now at bat. Whipple wasn't able to score a run in the first game, but was able to get on base. Right there to left center field. Whipple going to make it to first. Duncan going to make it to third. No, Whipple going to try to make it to second. Does so beautifully. Correction there, Howell now on third. Whipple on second. Yoakum now up to bat. Yoakum so far not been able to get on base this game. Ground ball there. And that's going to be no safe there for Howell. 2 outs, though. That out on Yoakum. High to center field and not caught.
That's going to bring a run in.
Jimenez is going to make it to second, running for third.
She's going to get there.
Otero now at bat.
Nice.
That's going to bring another one in. An RBI double scored there.
Jimenez able to score that run. Now Velasco is back up. Wolves trailing by 8 here at top of the third. Velasco has already scored a run so far this game. Pitch from Walker, ground ball there, caught by the shortstop, thrown to first.
That will thankfully end top of the third after 7 runs scored by the Titans.
It took them a little bit longer, but Titans, really able to find their rhythm here, much like they did in the first game. Wolves trailing 3-0 as we head in the bottom of the third. Eight to 0. Now at bat for us, it's Kinsey Bardroff. Making her first plate appearance for this game. That's going to be strike 2.
All he does is leave it down there somewhere.
Davis already has 3. Hannah Davis already has 3 strikes.
He doesn't even have to hold it back and nothing.
3 strikes for this game. Pitch again, right there to center field, but caught by the shortstop.
That probably cost him 60 to $200 to run a little spot right there to put his load back.
Rachel Smith now up to bat. We know Rachel Smith can hit them. Got a beautiful double there against the Mangoes in our last doubleheader that we'd mentioned earlier.
And one of the few to get a hit in game 1 as well.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. It's going to be ball 2. There to
So close there, almost a good hit.
no. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Looks like a discussion there with the pitcher and the umpire.
What could be a dispute here, Hunter?
And that's going to be a walk for Smith.
Back to the top of the lineup with Kennard. First walk of this game for the Wolves. Kennard struck out in the first inning.
And Smith's a speedster. I wouldn't be surprised if they send her at some point.
Very well could. Three balls, no strikes yet for Kennard. One out.
FGC might be looking potentially getting back-to-back walks here.
Smith on first. And that's going to be ball 3.
Well, that was a strike.
Oh,
call.
strike. So strike one. Strike one ball, 3 balls, 1 out. Strike 2. Ground ball there to right field. Number 1 going to make it to first. Smith able to make it to second.
Notice the smart softball IQ of Rachel there to hop over the ball to avoid making contact. Because for those of you at home may know that if a runner makes contact with the ball, they are it'll be a dead ball out for them.
Right there to center field, missed
And
by the
dropped.
shortstop. And bases are now loaded for the Timberwolves with only 1 out.
And you got probably the best hitter possible for the situation on plate, which is probably what's prompting this meeting here with the Titans and their staff.
Checking my scorebook here, I think this is the first time Wolves have had bases loaded here in this doubleheader. Coach Zeus having a little talk there with Marker. Strike 1 for Marker. Ground ball there right to center field. That's 1 run. Going
that's
for
gonna bring
2 runs. Going to try to make it back to second and tagged. It's going to be our second out there. Haley Marker on first. going to be our final out. So Wolves now on the board, only trailing by 6, 2-8,
Yeah,
as we head into the fourth.
obviously it was good to capitalize, get a couple runs there, especially when you got to bases loaded. And that was a 2 RBI single by Marker to put 2 runs in on the cross the plate. So I guess we can see that FGC's got a bit of life here. Let's see what they do with it as they go back out there for the top of the fourth.
Swing and a miss for number 21, Jessica Mark. Up high to left field and not caught.
Error there in left field.
Mark able to make it to second. Now number 26, M. Velasquez, who's already scored 2 runs this game. Ground ball there, not caught by the third baseman. And Velasquez is going to make it to first. Mark advancing to third. Duncan now at bat. Duncan having a good showing for himself as well. Got an RBI of 2 in the third inning. Two strikes now for Duncan. Up there to left field and into the ground. And that's going to be 1 run scored, courtesy of Merck. Duncan with an RBI of 1. Velasquez now advancing to second. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. Ball 3. Titans with a chance here to get these bases loaded if Whipple gets a walk, or excuse me, if Howell gets a walk. Strike 2.
Strikeout there.
I was waiting for the, yep, Howell struck out there by Walker. Your first strikeout of the game. Up next on 77, Whipple. Got a single and an RBI of 1 in the second inning.
Well, I mean, that was actually Howell's second strikeout of the game.
Yes. Got struck out in the second inning.
Oh, and first hit by the pitch of the game. Also the first one that we've seen for this season on the broadcasting.
Yoakum now at bat. Yoakum so far not able to get on base as of yet. Duncan is on second, and Whipple made it to first off that hit by pitch. It's going to be strike 1. The bases are loaded with Velasquez on third, Duncan on second, and Whipple on first. It's going to be ball, and it's going to be strike 2.
Takes us to an 0-2 count here with 1 out and bases loaded.
Right there to center field and into the ground. Velasquez making it home.
And it looks like the infield's going to be playing up big time.
Back to the top of the lineup here in the 4th.
I wonder if they're anticipating a potential squeeze bunt.
Pitch, and that's going to be
Looks like called strike there.
strike 1.
Foul ball there for 0-2 count.
Strike 2. It's going to be ball 1.
It appears Blue does not seem to be a fan of the outside pitch.
Ground ball there, caught by first, thrown to catcher, and
Fielder's choice at home plate saves the run and puts us to 2 outs. That is going into the parking lot. That's the third batter in a row that's going to be facing an 0-2 count.
yeah. So Taro now at bat. 2 strikes, and that's going to be ball 1.
It looked like 77 was wanting to come home and got walked back to third base.
We know Otero can hit it. Got a double in the last inning. A foul to the left there. Yeah, Whipple on third, Yoakum on second, and Jimenez on first. There's a pitch, and there to the left, down into the ground. That's going to be 1 run. 2 runs scored. Yoakum and Whipple both scoring. Jimenez advancing to second.
Speaking of scoring, Avery Velasquez back at the plate, and she definitely started the scoring for today with that first inning 2-run shot in game 1.
Good spot, Rob.
Velasquez already has 1 run scored in this game. Ball 2. Riley Walker there with the pitch, and that's going to be ball 3.
It's worth noting that there's a bit of a contrast, not just in the divisions these two play, but also with the rosters. The Timberwolves have 9 freshmen on this roster, and let's see.
I will pitch again, and that's going to be a walk.
And by comparison, the East Florida Titans have 13 sophomores on their roster.
Mark now up to bat. Ground ball caught by the shortstop, thrown to second.
That'll send us to the bottom of the 4th as the Titans lead 12-2.
12 now up for bat. Riley Turner. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2. Ground ball from pitcher to the first base, and yeah, Riley's going to be out.
What are they?
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. No, Riley's not out yet.
What's the count though?
So it's going to be a dead ball. So 2 strikes, but not an out yet. Ball 1 now for Riley Turner.
Yeah, apparently the ball hit her while she was still in the box, which made it a strike, not an out.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3.
It seems that dead ball might have bought her second life with this at bat.
We'll see. Oh, caught. That 1-2 got her. Number 6, Alexis Gorman out to bat. Already struck out in the second. Swing and a miss. It's going to be strike 1.
We were talking about her being from Orchard Park earlier. For those not familiar, that is a suburb of Buffalo.
Strike 2.
So that leaves me a question, Jared. You being a big wrestling fan, would you go to Buffalo and jump through a flaming table?
Definitely not. And that's going to... All right, that's going to be our second out.
That brings Santiago to the play. This will be her first at-bat of the second game of this doubleheader.
It was the third out in the second inning off a 5-3, at least by my scorebook. And that's going to be ball 1. So ball 1, strike 1, 2 outs. Ball 3. She's going to miss there for number 7, Gigi Santiago.
And that swing and miss will set up a completely full count with 2 outs and bases empty.
And she's going to get the walk.
And that's going to bring Bardroff to the plate.
Bardroff first out of the third inning. There's Pitt. It's gonna be strike one. There's a pitch and
Called ball for a 2-1 count there.
and 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, ground ball there, caught by second, thrown to first, and that's going to do it.
That'll end the 4th inning. It'll be 12-2 for the Titans as we move to the top of the 5th.
Right, and of course, now, Hunter, we want to mention just one more time that your Wolves will be on the road. Next game will be Thursday, February 12th at South Georgia State College. Then February 17th on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Daytona State College. And then Friday, February 20th, they'll be back here as we take on State College of Florida in our first conference game.
Yeah, and obviously, like, that would be the first of 3 games for that weekend because we also got the doubleheader with the Manatees on Saturday. Now, it was worth pointing out that FGC did go 5-0 against the Manatees last season. Obviously, you want to start off with a opening series win to try to go ahead and get yourself going in the conference.
And it looks like Charlie Woolard now will be pitching for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, this will be our first action in the circle of this doubleheader.
She's going to be staring down number 26, M. Velasquez. And Velasquez, who has had 3 plate appearances, got on base 3 times, and has scored 3 runs. So I don't think you could ask much more from a player than that.
And then there was also the 2-run home run in game 1 as well.
Very powerful hitter. Charlie with the pitch, and up high to center field, and not caught. Velasquez on first, heading for second. All right, now Duncan up to bat.
And looks like they will be putting in a sub runner. What number is that?
So yes, indeed. I haven't quite got a look at her number yet. As Duncan now is up to bat. Duncan has been able to get on base every time.
Almost a hit by pitch there.
Runner on second is number 32, Kylie Flaherty.
Sophomore from Ellington, Connecticut.
There's a pitch from Woolard.
Called strike there.
All right, so 2 balls, 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs as of yet here. Top of the 5th. Woolard with the pitch, and that's going to be strike 2. 2-2 now. Number 32 still on second base. Way into left field and down into the ground. Number 32 hitting third and scoring another run. And Duncan making it safe and sound to second. Now number 24, Howell back up to bat. A little to the right, so that's that we're going to be ball 1. Ball 2. It's a pitch, and that's going to be ball 3 for Charlie Woolard. Howell here has a chance to make a walk, get a walk. Strike 1 now. It's a pitch, and that's going to be a walk. Whipple now up to bat, and what a good second game she's having. Got a single and an RBI of 1 in the second inning. Got a double in the third and scored a run. Got on base due to a hit by pitch in the 4th, but was able to score a run as well in that inning as 2. There to center field, caught. Yoakum now up to bat. Got on base in the 4th. Scored. Not only did she score an RBI, scored in a run as well, Hunter.
Titans have definitely been dangerous hitters all day. First game and second game. In fact, by my math, this is 30 runs scored through 2 games.
Yeah, you are right. From Woolard, and that's going to be, yep, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We've got Duncan on second and Howell on first due to the walk. Pitch again, and up high. Still in play and caught. No, not caught.
That drop is going to load the bases with 1 out.
Now back to the top of the lineup with Jimenez. Jimenez, who's, you know, not only hit a single, but also hit a triple this game.
Considering the situation, either one of those repeating itself would be bad.
Ground ball caught by third, thrown to home, and it was dropped, so
And
safe. Duncan scoring a run.
I wonder if they're trying to say that she never stepped on the play here.
We're fixing to find out. Nope, safe.
I mean, it was a heads up to at least try to get that out.
Otero now back up to bat. Ground ball not caught by third. And that's at least one more. Yep, one more run scored. This run scored by Howell, number 24. Now Velasquez back up to bat. Strike one. It's from Woolard. High up in the air to left field, and
That's
up.
going to be a 4-run grand slam there.
Home run by Velasquez with bases loaded. Score is now 19-2. With only 1 out.
Yeah, this is kind of taking flashbacks to the game with St. John's last year.
It looks like number 11 is going to be subbed in. That's Morgan Breenan. Morgan Breenan hasn't been at plate enough to have any stats established as of yet.
And she's going to reach on a hit by pitch. Which is going to see. It was like 32 at bats, which is Kaylee Flatterly. Now she came in as a base runner. What was it? I believe it's earlier this inning.
Yeah, came in a base runner for Velasquez when Velasquez was on second. And now going to have her first time at bat here in this game. Ground foul ball there to the left. Gonna be strike one. Another foul ball. Number 11 going to steal second. So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Flaherty. Ground ball there, caught by the shortstop, thrown to first, and
That's going to be an out there at first. So that's going to move Brennan to third.
now Duncan back up to bat. Last time at bat hit a double. Here's from Woolard. Up high to the left and caught.
And that's going to end the top of the 5th.
All right, we head into the bottom of the 5th as the Wolves trail 2-19.
Yeah, just your everyday 17-run deficit.
Titans have been nothing less than dominant in this doubleheader.
I mean, we were talking about, like, it was 30 runs in total, and that number's climbed a little bit since then. The one solace you think you could take from this game is, like, this will probably be one of the best teams, if not the best team you play all season.
Rachel Smith now up to bat for the Timberwolves.
One of 2 players to get a run in during this second game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, got a run in the 3rd inning. Was walked to first base. The other player that scored a run was Kennard. She got a single in the 3rd. Hannah Davis with the pitch, and that's going to be strike one. Up high into the air, popped up and caught though. Back to the top of our lineup with Kennard, the only other player to score. Alana Kennard, the only other player to score a run this game. Strike one. It's going to be ball one there. Ball two. So 3 balls, 1 strike for Hannah. Got struck out looking in the first inning. Ooh. Connected well, but went foul to the right.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
There's their signaling to the catcher. Pitch, and that's gonna be a walk.
I believe that's their second walk that she's gotten in this game too.
That'll be the second walk for Davis. Walked Smith in the third. Karis Richardson now back at plate.
Richardson, a freshman from Glen St. Mary, Florida.
Yeah. Also got struck out looking in the first inning.
You get to drive around more than I do. Is there anything out in that area?
Which area?
Glen St. Mary.
Haven't made it out to that area yet. One ball, 2 strikes for Karis. Connected on the ground ball, not picked up by the shortstop, so Karis going to make it to first.
She'll reach on an error, but that will get her to base. And now you got Marker coming up to the plate with 1 out.
Marker, who has made it on base at every plate appearance she's had here in this game. It's a little high. It's going to be ball 1. It's probably.
And
we've got a steal of third and second.
yeah, it looks like they'll advance on a pass ball there as ball got away from the catcher there a bit.
Ball 3. Ground ball there right to center field, and that's going to be 1 run.
2 runs.
2 runs scored. So 4-19 at this point.
And
Daldalba now up to bat.
Marker has 4 RBIs, doesn't she?
4 RBIs for this game? Yes. Got 2 RBIs in the third inning off a single. And it looks like we're going to have
Felicity Roberts going in for Marker as a base runner.
Up high in the air, and it could be no caught.
And that's gonna be it there. A double play to end the game.
Well, those were some tough games for FGC against the Titans. Titans pick up the second win, 4-19. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining our live stream here at FGC TV. And do not forget, the FGC Timberwolves will be back in action Friday, February 20th, as they take on State College of Florida, Manatee, Sarasota, in our first conference game. And then Saturday, the 21st, we'll be there at our second conference game against Manatee, Sarasota. For everyone here at FGC TV, I'm Jared Harris. He's Hunter Williams. I want to thank you for coming out and supporting your FGC Timberwolves.
I don't remember if that was the fucking knife.